stream just disconnected. Not sure why that happened, but I think we're good. All right, guys, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, everyone's talking about this deal with Russia and Ukraine. Possibly the United States getting some minerals back from a basically Russian area, but it's was Ukraine's. Now Russia's invaded it. They've taken it. BTC under 90K. It's unfortunate, man. It's been real bad recently. We need Solana to go back up. Bottom line. Trump got the minerals. Yeah, Trump, there was an undisclosed deal. We don't know the exact amount in terms of the money. In terms of like the worth of the minerals, Trump wanted $500 billion worth of minerals. There were some negotiations. It was something like that. Dude, everyone's talking about the files. Yeah, there's been so much trust already lost because of this delay, unfortunately. But so long as the Epstein files get released, I mean, as long as the list gets released, something happens. What the fuck house? Yeah, I just saw that. I saw you guys messaging about the house rejecting the budget. You better thank a union member. There you go. You're waiting for the Epstein list to come out. Yes, so am I. This is getting annoying, honestly. But I think it's because there's legal problems that could arise with certain cases. If they release it right now, they might be trying to tie some things up. Although I'm not sure. Either way, it's a bad look. So it's a really bad look. There's already so much distrust. People already have opinions on who's on the list and who's being protected. You know, they know which ones are going to be redacted. Yeah, anything in relation to Israel is going to be redacted. That's just how the government is right now and how it's been. Ukraine agrees to minerals deal with U.S. Kiev will now give 50% of future mineral revenue to a joint fund. I mean, this is very vague. I'm not sure what this means because a lot of their mineral deposits are in areas that are controlled by Russia now. Might buy some more. Are you talking about Bitcoin? Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin I still think has hopefully a really good run in it. I mean, this is what I was thinking about crypto. Why are the Trumps buying up all this Ethereum? Why are they buying up a bunch of Bitcoin? I can't see this being the end of the bull cycle. To me, there's going to be a distinct another pump of this cycle, and it's going to happen in probably quarter 3, probably like late summer. Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? They're delaying the bullshit too long. Yeah, the files. How about Fort Knox Gold? Yeah, there's really nothing. There's no update on that. It's just a ongoing thing that I think they're gonna live stream and to see if all the gold is there. I guess. Bannon is always pissed about everything. Well, Bannon is. There's a segment of people that are always angry, but I mean, there is some legit stuff to criticize Trump on. But I think Bannon's more so pissed that Trump has been really, really in bed with Musk. Did you buy any Mysticoin? I didn't buy any of that. I think with that you shouldn't be doing that. Like you feel bad for the dude. He's depressed, but you shouldn't be live streaming that type of stuff. It's apparently less than 50% of government employees responded to the email. Yeah, I heard about that. And then Musk rephrased it or something. I think it's a joke. I mean, look back on the situation. What are 5 things you've done? And then they say, well, it's disrespectful. Well, there's so many government positions that are just completely worthless. I'm sure you could find government positions where people are like, wait, if you read the job title, how is that related to a government role? How are they getting their salaries being paid by taxpayers? A lot of these positions are so bloated and so overdone, and Musk was just trying to get a read on some of these worthless positions. Do you think PDT will have Greenland become a U.S. territory, or is Canada on the top of the list? No, it would be Greenland, man. I don't see Canada as a viable option for the United States. What did Massey do? He voted down the recent budget proposal and said that it was going to increase the debt by, what is it, 200 billion or something over the next year. And it was, I don't know. I have to look into it, honestly. Uh, I don't know if he like voting against Republican sponsored spending bill endorsed by Trump. Yeah, the dude, what happened to the dude's hair? Increases the deficit by 300 billion a year compared to, well, I mean, there's going to be give and take when it comes to the spending. When will the meme coin super cycle start? I mean, I think probably you're gonna have to wait until like October or November. Honestly, it's like October, November, December, dude. That's what I would say on it. I think Bitcoin has a huge run. I mean, we have to recover though. These coins have to start recovering at some point. Thank you for the $5. You have no faith the Epstein files haven't been scrubbed long ago. Too many deep state figures on the list. Now, I agree with you 100%. These people are so powerful, and so many of them would be involved with something like this. It seems like whatever list we get, there's going to be people not happy because it's probably going to seem incomplete. And if there is things that are redacted, meaning there's a black box over them, it's going to be a big problem for people to deal with. But yeah, when you've got that much, it would almost have to be a whistleblower that would have had to have leaked it in like 2019, you know what I'm saying? Rather than this type of thing where the government releases it. Plus, the Biden administration had it for their 4 years. What's your IG? I don't really use IG, honestly, bro. DeSantis pretty much endorsed his wife for Florida governor. Yeah, Casey DeSantis. Trump endorsed Byron Donalds. Proxy war started. Yeah, that'll be fun to watch, I guess. Donalds against Casey DeSantis. I know Ron is loved in Florida, so we'll have to see what happens. That's one of those things to where it's like, I really don't give a fuck, honestly. I mean, I guess I like Byron Donalds. I know that's the MAGA choice. He did not look like that 2 weeks ago. He's a fucking alcoholic. That's a brutal look, man. I was like, I thought this was someone different, honestly, than Massey. Are they releasing the Epstein stuff soon? Nah, they're getting pressured to release it. I don't know if it's going to be released. I don't know. This Russia situation probably has some movement, I would say. Feels like, dude, there's so many fake reports. I saw a report from two different accounts that supposedly are reputable. They're like, ceasefire deal has been reached. Total lie. Just total lie. No, Zelensky is meeting with Trump, I think in DC. Zelensky's coming to Trump to talk about that minerals deal. Maybe they'll announce the details of it. I don't know when that's going to happen, but that's going to be happening soon. They turned Fort Knox into a crypto mining farm. Yeah, you just hear this buzzing. What's that buzzing coming from underground? I don't know. Crypto mining was huge back in like 2017. It was, nowadays you can't make shit off of it. You need to have like supercomputers. The mining rewards have been cut twice since I started crypto. They have, well, actually they've been, yeah, there have been two halvings since I started crypto. What do you think about stocks going down? You're a bit worried about that. I don't know. I think that's all. That's all very short. Stocks will always recover, especially in a Trump economy. Stocks will recover, especially if this war is over. If Florida gets rid of property taxes on top of income taxes, would you move there? No, I mean, really, when it comes to something like that, I'm not going to move to a place just because of a certain tax situation. Unless it's like there's places I wouldn't move, like New York or California. I just couldn't do it with taxes. With where I'm at right now in Ohio, I think Ohio is probably ranked pretty high. You could look at lists of like tax rankings, meaning that the states at the top are the most tax friendly in terms of no state income, low property, different things like that. Ohio, I'm guessing, is decent because Ohio is only like a 3% state income, but it's probably like 12th if I had to guess. If like you had to rank every state based on the tax environment, that's what it is. In Canada, a fucking horrific government spending program got exposed where they've been sending out $3 million of your hard-earned taxpayer money to Nigeria for an dude. Canada. Hopefully, Canada elects a conservative. What even is that? Anti-open defection? Thoughts on big pharma stocks under RFK? Yeah, they'll turn into crypto. They'll go down a ton. No, I don't know how stable they'll be, honestly, with RFK. It can't be bullish for them with RFK in there. Yeah, I saw that clip. I might have that clip. Hold on. Here it is.
So, Congressman, you referred to Elon Musk as a fascist at some point and alluded to him being a national security threat. Do you see that more of a national security threat, you sleeping with a Chinese spy, than transparency in the federal government? What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that? What's Fang Fang think of that?
What are you doing? This is ridiculous.
What's fascistic about exposing government corruption? I mean, I know you're just at dinner now with a bunch of lobbyists. They're buying you a bunch of booze, and that's awfully nice. I know you were talking about, maybe finding somebody else because you only like to fuck people that are tens. I just heard that one too. So what do you think about that? Do you want to comment on any of it? Elon Musk is a national security threat, but you sleeping with a Chinese spy is not. Is that correct? You don't want to comment on that at all?
When these guys get harassed, it's always interesting because they don't ever say anything. So it's this awkward thing where it's like someone's yelling at them. I mean, if I guess they get told not to respond to hecklers, but it's like, it just makes them look bad. Rude reporter. Well, that's they're trying to elicit a reaction there. Obviously, it's almost like a troll reporter. Dumbest question you ever been asked? I can't. I wouldn't even be able to answer that, honestly, man. What a weird interaction. Yeah, because the dude won't say anything. Florida basketball on upset alert. SEC is a tough conference, man. He's on the verge. Well, they're on the verge of a peace deal. Yeah, they are. They're saying the budget will pass 217 to 216. Someone already said it wasn't going to pass now. Are they trying to rally the votes? Thoughts on what's happening with the news right now? Well, it's hopefully the end of this war. Vivek's announcement was a tad early. Well, remember when did Trump announce his presidency, his presidential campaign in 2022? I remember him. He announced crazy early, but Vivek did as well. Everybody knew Vivek was going to run though. That's the thing. They kind of admitted it when I don't know, he got kicked out of Doge or whatever. He left Doge. He was going to do this, but I mean, I guess he's gonna be campaigning for a while then. What do you think of Joy Reid getting fired? I mean, it's pretty irrelevant to me. Joy Reid is able to produce some decent clips. It can be funny, but her being fired it's just an example of MSNBC cutting costs because they're losing viewers. I mean, she was one of their star talent, so you have to think and apparently they're replacing her with a bunch of just black people and DEI anyways. But she probably got paid a bunch of money, and they're like, we can't afford this anymore. We see the ratings after the election. It's not good. Maddow got pissed off about it. If Trump did push for a third term, would you support it? Trump's too old, man. He's too old. He'd be. I think it's too old for a third term. And again, I'm not even sure how it's possible for him to do that outside of being Vance's VP. But even in a situation like that, it's just odd. I mean, whether or not Trump, even if Trump has a really good run here over these next 3 years, it's. I mean, if he was younger, it would be different. I mean, there's going to be a lot of Trump people that push for it. There's no doubt about it, unless he really ages horribly. But even if he does there's still going to be Trump people. 14% income tax. I think the highest income tax we have is 13% or 11%. She's a racist too. Well, I mean, we can just call everyone a racist, honestly. That's what they've done to the word. Is Rachel Maddow getting fired next? I don't think they could do that. I think she's under a crazy contract, but she's getting like 10 million or 20 million a year, something ridiculous. Any on-air talent on a political talk show is getting paid just absorbent amount of money. Even if he's too old, what if his health as is? Yeah, I mean, it seems like he doesn't age. That's the weird thing with Trump. It's like he doesn't age at all. He still looks the exact same. He actually looks better than he did in 2016 because he lost weight. Trump does. And I don't really see him slowing down in terms of mental capability that much. Didn't CNN cut like 50 employees, but Anderson Cooper still makes 20 million. Anderson Cooper makes a ton of money. That I do remember that. Anderson Cooper makes like 20 million. Caitlin Collins makes like 5 million. Tapper makes like 10 million. What do you think of influencers? A lot of real estate and crypto people glazing the shit out of Dubai. I get it's really nice and tax friendly, but a lot of times they're just paid to glaze. Yeah, well, it's just amazing for taxes. There's zero crypto. I think there's zero tax in general. If I there's like or it's like 1% or it's like there's just nothing. There's just no tax. And honestly, for me, like I would just I would never move to Dubai. Like, but someone like me with my job, I could move to Dubai and have the exact same job, legit the exact same job. But that just goes to show you I wouldn't do it because I can't deal with the climate and I can't deal with living in a country like that. This is not going to happen. But I mean, maybe they are getting paid. It's mainly because of the tax situation, but it's just to me, it's a bad climate, and I'm not a fan of those demographics either. Don't move anywhere you're a minority. That's very good. That's true. We can't find another candidate than Trump. I mean, Vance is basically going to be a proxy Trump. You can call Vance a new candidate, I guess. And Vance would have his own stuff. I mean, you're not just going to... But Trump would still probably have involvement. Elon can't be pres. He wasn't born in this country. Yeah, I really wouldn't want Elon to be the president, anyways. Honestly. What do you think of Crenshaw threatening to kill Tucker Carlson? Crenshaw's a complete loon. I don't know. Some of these Congress people from Texas. Uh, but Crenshaw is the exact example of a rhino. Those are the type of people that should not be in Congress for Republicans at this point. He's always been a hothead on social media too. So it doesn't surprise me at all that he said that. Then he tries walking it back. He's already so hated, and he says this against Tucker Carlson, who's like, I mean, a main MAGA person. Like, it's Trump. Tucker's like right there. And this isn't even the first time with Crenshaw. It's been an ongoing thing with him. Bahamas or Cayman Islands are good for tax. Yeah, I mean, look at Puerto Rico. Why do you think all the influencers moved to Puerto Rico? Thoughts on AP still being pissed about what the press is still pissed. Well, the AP's pissed because they lost their credentials, I think. I mean, it's they didn't properly refer to a body of water. It's not too hard. It's the Gulf of America. These are not hard things, but then they take this pathetic stance, and that's fine. Crenshaw is upset he's going to be investigated for insider trading. Well, that's another thing. A lot of one of the big things that's kind of come up, especially within this new like MAGA right, has been trying to get rid of this insider trading. And Crenshaw, he might even be worse than Pelosi is on it. So that's another thing that he's kind of sparred with MAGA on. Peace deal with who? It's Russia-Ukraine peace deal. Zelensky is going to meet with Trump. They just agreed to a minerals deal. The agreement is not public. It's probably around $100 billion in minerals the United States is getting as a repayment for the United States funding the Ukrainians in the war. And you're also talking about an economic partnership, which came out yesterday between Russia and the United States, which probably involves the United States getting minerals from the Donbass region, which is now controlled by Russia. That's where they invaded on the eastern side of Ukraine. Yeah, they're basically doing a State of the Union or like something like a State of the Union. It's not technically a State of the Union, but I believe that's March 4th. So Trump will probably be talking about all this stuff then. BTC will rise again. Absolutely, it'll rise. Probably, it'll rise significantly, I would say. It'll rise in the summer. Yeah, BTC took a little dip today. That's why people, it goes down 4%. People go crazy because it's just, I mean, it really has kind of consolidated the past 3 months, but it's going to have another leg up. It'll have a leg up to like 150. It needs another leg up. What is that, 1.7 trillion? Do you think once the wars end, it will boost crypto? Hopefully, dude. We need something, man. We need something, that's for sure. Dude, if we get this though, I'm telling you, if we get this front running, we just need this. This will be great if this ends up happening. We need this to front run. I mean, this is still a valid chart, bro. We just need the files to come out. Are you advocating for pillaging Ukraine occupied territory for minerals? Well, no, that would be, it's not, that's a Russian area now. Kanye coin, hopefully not. The Kanye coin hype has died down, thankfully. What can we do with the Biden judges blocking all of President Trump's executive orders? Yeah, so it. But I mean, I don't know really how worse can it get? Let's go. It passed. The spending bill passed. Well, people were going crazy saying it wasn't going to pass. What did they rally the vote? They're investing Comey on an unauthorized honeypot operation during the 2016 election. A honeypot operation involving female agents. Sean, what's up, man? $38. I appreciate it. It's always a random amount. Is it lagging? It shouldn't be lagging. Check breaking 911 news said it wasn't going to pass. Yeah, they always do that. It's they want interactions. Let me know if I'm still lagging. I mean, it said I dropped 0 frames. I don't understand. But yeah, Sean, I appreciate that, man. No more lag. Yeah, I don't know why it was lagging, honestly, man. Do you follow the draft combine? The NFL? I mean, I used to watch the NFL combine. I thought the NFL combine was earlier than it is. I guess it's March. I don't know. You know how it is now with players. A lot of them don't even participate in the combine now. That's just a soft culture we live in. But look at the quarterbacks; they're not participating. Close the stream and rejoin should fix the skipping issue. Yeah, I'm gonna get new internet anyways, but when do you think the deals will be settled, the war will end? Honestly, it could happen pretty soon, especially with Zelensky visiting Trump. Hopefully within the next few months. When will people start getting arrested? Well, hopefully pretty soon. I mean, Patel just got in. Do you like Russia? I don't mind becoming allies. It's not even about being allies with Russia. It's about stopping this whole Neanderthal thinking of like, oh, it has to be East versus West. I feel like that was the whole liberal mindset, especially with this war. It's kind of made it to where it is East versus West. But yeah, I'm all for stopping this hostile situation that's going to reach a boiling point at some point. And if you can have a decent relationship with Russia, it could potentially do that. No, I'm not in an apartment. Yeah, I would imagine apartment has shit Wi-Fi. I don't even know how you. I guess it depends. But you got to get like your own Wi-Fi. You can't. Why does everyone in my chat hate Massey? Because he was there was a tweet about him holding up this spending bill that Trump endorsed. That's why. Do you think it's a bear trap? It's a pretty crazy bear trap of this. I mean, this is like next level. No, I think it is, honestly, dude. Dude, I was thinking about why is Eric Trump buying all this Ethereum? It's just there's no way this is the end of this cycle. And I've actually had a coin go up pretty, at least a decent amount. Like, I mean, to me, it's still a bullish time, even though it's been Solana just has to recover. Solana has to recover for all these other Solana coins. House bill officially passes. Yeah, see. This is the problem with the Twitter is they're just gonna farm engagement, and it's all these fantastical headlines like, oh, it's. I mean, I saw headlines breaking. It's a peace deal has been reached. It's like it's just they're trying to get interactions. It's better for their check. Nick Sorter is a pussy. He harasses people and gets mad when they touch him when he stands in their way. Yeah, that was kind of a bitch thing. You get like that's something I could never see myself doing is just harassing people in public. I mean, I guess that if that's how you make money and stuff, and it can be funny in certain times. Trump just announced gold card. It's a path to citizenship for $5 million. Trump said it will help pay debt. Yeah, this is the Trump. This is the Trump viewpoint on immigration. He wants rich immigrants in the country. Replacing the EB-5 visa, offering U.S. residency and a path to citizenship for $5 million. I mean, this is something that's very hard to attain. Like 0.001% would be able to get this. Yeah, you saw them compare that too about East Germany versus West Germany. That's because they know how communism was and how bad it is. But the western side of Germany is very European, at least in terms of how liberal they are, compared to the eastern side, which was under communist rule. And now they're pushing back against that type of thinking. Do you think Elon Musk should buy MSNBC? MSNBC is not for sale. I mean, I guess if Musk really wanted it, he could buy it. I mean, Musk is just becoming so powerful with this. Imagine he actually did buy it. I mean, I remember seeing a meme coin. It was called MSXBC, I think. You want to get your hands on one of the gold cards at any cost? It costs $5 million though. Cash needs to go after Ray Epps and those agents involved. Yeah, the Ray Epps story, man. Remember, I think he sued Fox News. Ray Epps did, and then I think he might have dropped it. MSNBC is for sale. Is that true? Is that like a new report? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. I was reading something where it's like Elon can't really buy it. What in the? You want more World Economic Forum elites in your country for $5 million? Yeah, I mean you know, any immigration thing passed by Trump is gonna be seen negatively. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think this coin would. I don't think it is for sale, man. No way. This coin would be going up. You don't mind being a close ally with Russia instead of being with the EU. Well, I mean, the EU is just so liberal. It's just such a difference. Like conservatives, the way we look at Europe versus liberals. I mean, Europe is very liberal, so we're not really going to take kindly to the way they govern. Would you give up my right to criticize the government and guns to live in the Gulf states, which are tough on crime and very safe on taxes? Uh, no, no. Get in on Trump's gold card crypto? Yeah, you already missed it at this point. What is it just called? Gold card? It's probably here. Man, there is jack shit trending anymore, huh? It really looks like a bear. There's Ye's coin, another fake Ye coin. I don't even think there is a gold card coin, bro. Ends tax on tips, overtimes, Social Security. Yeah, that's good. That's not going to be good for the debt, though. Trump coin, it's probably still stagnant. I highly doubt it's going up anything. The gold card program is citizenship by investment. It requires a vetting process. 5 million is one thing, but yeah, doesn't it require you to invest into U.S. companies or some shit? I mean, it's a very hard thing to get. It's going to be again a 0.001% attainability for immigrants. But it is the idea of immigrants gaining power in this country because if you are able to attain that, you're going to have significant money moving into this country, which hypothetically could be a good thing. But it's like you're giving immigrants more power. It's What's Trump's approval rating? I've seen so much hate towards him. Yeah, his approval rating is about 53%. 53.47 is what I would say is about +6 right now. It's not a bad approval rating. There were a few negative approval. I mean, you have to use a composite, but there were a few ones, the Gallup and also CNN, and they had a -7 and -8. That's probably what you saw. But if you use the composite, there was one that recently came out that had Trump +9 in approval. But I mean, let's get this war over with. This is going to be huge once Trump ends this war and gets these minerals. This is next level. I think Trump's approval rating is going to skyrocket. People have to realize this is a big thing that Trump is doing here. Have you heard of N2? Price ain't doing much. It's one of the only genuinely funny crypto memes. Their website is hilarious. And their YouTube videos wouldn't click it on stream. It's one of those. It's like a crude thing. I mean, I'll take a look at on my other computer. Just N2 coin. I don't think that's gonna. Yeah. Well, thank you for telling me that. Ethereum to $700. Come on, bro. Trump's approval rating all time high. Technically, his all time high approval was like probably right when he came in, like 2 weeks ago. +9 according to Harvard Harris. Yeah, but that's just one poll. You have to use composite. The View have signed Joy Reid to a $10 million deal. You're joking. Is that a troll? Because I've been saying the View was going to get Joy Reid. Democrat approval rating less than 30%. Yeah, there's certain polls that do have the Democrats' approval really bad, just generic Democrat approval. That's what they call it. It's like 22%. Republican approval is like 48. Thoughts on the Twitter liars like Breaking 911 and other accounts trying to gain followers? Yeah, it's a constant thing that you have to deal with. I dealt with it today with something like, oh, there's, these accounts just blatantly, and they got the blue check mark and everything, and Musk has made it to where it makes it more legitimate. But I mean, what makes these news breakers legitimate is really their following. Like if they've got a lot of retweets and likes and a lot of followers, that's kind of what makes them legitimate now. And then they'll still just blatantly lie. Check their website later. I don't know, man. I mean, there are a decent amount of crypto projects that are like that. Straight goonin'. What is that? Why do liberals keep saying Trump and Elon are Nazis? You don't get it. Well, because they've made Trump to be this horrible villain, so they have to say that. There's no substance. That one of the things I've been thinking about is I just try and listen to what these liberals actually, their criticisms are on Doge and everything. They never have any substance to any of their criticisms. You need to say, trying to eliminate government waste. Why are you angry about that? Specifically, what is Musk doing that is so horrible that's a threat to our Constitution? Can you please spell it out? Because it's always these platitudes, and it's just like, oh my goodness, it's horrible what they're doing. It's like, yeah, they're trying to eliminate the waste from the government. I mean, and I guess you could argue, yeah, Musk has a little bit bigger of a role than people expected, but again, a lot of that's marketing because Musk controls X. There's going to be a lot of things that are posted about him. You see the clip of Alec Baldwin? Yeah, I saw it yesterday on stream. I mean, Baldwin got really angry there at the end. You love watching my videos. I appreciate that. Thank you. Leaving NATO for the Axis powers. Well, which Axis powers are you talking about? You're talking about leaving NATO for China and Russia? I mean, it wouldn't even be for China and Russia. It would be different strategical relationships, mainly with Russia, though, if that happened, I think. But they could try and do a big three to try and get world peace, I guess. What do you think about Trump selling the $5 million gold card? Yeah, I mean, I could see issues with it just if you bring immigrants in that are really wealthy. I mean, if you have money, you have power. You're bringing in powerful people. It is going to be a thing that affects an extraordinarily small amount, though. And it's something the United States can do because of our economy and our situation and how capitalist we are. It's very attractive for wealthy people from other countries. What happened in the Baldwin clip? Does someone get shot again? Well, he threatened to beat someone up. Do a face reveal. Yeah, this is a mask, actually. Imagine you guys didn't see what I looked like. I'd do a face reveal. Thoughts on Trump being a Russian agent? Yeah, well, Trump is like he has a home in Moscow, actually. I'm a Russian shill myself. I vacation in St. Petersburg, Russia. Do you eat coleslaw? I don't like coleslaw, man. You don't know why people are saying I'm cutting out because it happens. It does happen. They're gonna troll on that. It happens constantly with my streams. Like once a stream, it'll happen. Just exit out of the stream and then re-enter it if it's cutting out. I mean, I don't know why it does this. Listen, I don't know what to tell people on this. Honestly, it's my audio is still going perfectly fine. There's clearly some type of audio problem. I don't know. You're gonna have to exit out and then re-enter it. You should do a Steel Dossier retrospective. I was gonna do a video on that. Those videos, it would require a lot of time. I mean, I would have to do that video instead of streams, I guess. Going back to the 2016 Russia hoax. But there's nothing wrong with my mic, man. It's the connection. Basically, it's the audio connection to the stream. Yeah, it happens every now and then. I get it. I mean, I don't know why. Do you go live every day? No, I've been on a pretty big stream grind recently. I've been live like 3 straight days, honestly, I think. Normally it's like 3 or 4 days a week, and then the other days I'll try and do a different type of video. PlayStation or Xbox? I'll say Xbox, man. I've always had an Xbox. I had an Xbox original, Xbox 360, Xbox One. It's been 5 days. I've been streaming for 5 days straight. I'm actually going to have to look this up right now to remind myself. Stream audio cuts out. It says it's poor internet connection. I can't believe that. I don't know. Maybe that is it. Oh. No more taxes on overtime. I don't know. That's what they're saying is this passed. This barely passed. I mean, that is what Trump promised. The correct answer is PlayStation. Yeah, but you have to admit Xbox 360 was better than PS3. You restarted the stream and the audio is fine. Yeah, I know. There's something weird happening where if you're watching for a while, the audio just goes bad and then you re-enter it and it's connected perfectly. It's a common thing that happens. Do you game on PC? No, I don't. I don't like using mouse and I like using a controller, man. Thoughts on Trump hat saying Trump is always right? It's just a joke hat, probably. I might have to pin a comment if the audio goes bad. Rejoin, I guess. Will the income tax actually be eliminated? Well, that's not what this is. No, the income tax being eliminated would be a lot bigger of a hurdle. That would require many other things to happen first that they're trying to implement, I guess. We'll see. Massey thoughts, why do people hate him? They hate him because he voted against the Trump-endorsed bill. That's basically it. You can play with a controller on PC. I mean, but then what's really the point? Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, but it's they're not trolling with the audio. It's been a constant issue, man. If there was an elaborate troll, that would be impressive. It's can't be. It's not possible. But I mean, to be fair to me, my audio always from my vantage point, my audio always looks like it's perfect. It's not like if I look at the bar that goes up and down when you talk, even when people say it's cutting in, cutting out, it looks perfect. So it's not like I'm hitting something and messing up the audio. It's just not. Stream some COD zombies. Uh, I will tell people this. I'll say it at the end of the live stream. I'll say it at the end. I actually have to find the link to what I want to go to, but do you see Massey running in 28 for what presidency? It's not gonna happen for him. FBI files on Epstein allegedly being deleted. I mean, come on, man. We can't get one thing. We seriously can't get one thing. They can't just release this. You've got sitting people within this administration saying release it. Just release the damn thing. We're trying to have a successful investment. We are trying to have a successful investment here on a meme coin. Just release the damn files. How hard is this? Seriously. Do you think Mitch McConnell will make it 27, 20? Yeah, Mitch McConnell is announced he's running for president in 2028. Him and Jeb Bush. What if Jeb announces he's like, I want a redo? What is Pam Bondi doing? I don't even know if it's. There's definitely other factors at play rather than just Pam Bondi sitting on this. She's obviously being influenced. I feel like they're doing this just so they can say the files were destroyed before we could release them. Yeah, but that really doesn't work because Bondi already said they were sitting on her desk. The only way they could do that is if, like, right when the Trump administration had taken power, they say, well, the Democrats deleted them. That would be the only way you could do that. But they already said they have them. McConnell Romney. That reminds me, Waltz, the Democrat dream, Waltz Kane. Tim Waltz, Tim Kaine, 2028. Some dumbass redditor said that. They're like, I hate white men, but it has to be Tim Walz. It's literally the worst. Do you smoke weed? No, I don't. You think Stephen Hawking was on the list? He's one of the favorites, honestly, man. He's one of the favorites. He's not. Oh, there he is. 37%. Rachel Maddow cried about Joy Reid leaving. I know. She always cries. She's always teary eyed. It's like a common thing with her. You always think my audio is low. It might be better now. Timcast is a joke. What, Tim Pool's podcast? Did Tim Pool move to Rumble officially, exclusively? I heard he was moving to Rumble, but I don't know if it actually happened yet. Thoughts on the plane crashes? Well, it was DEI, honestly. I'm not even lying. Look at the pilots. Why would Putin agree to give Trump rare earths in the Eastern Territory? Because it's part of a peace agreement to where Russia gets that land. The United States could say, no, we're going to continue fighting, which would stress the Russian military. So they want the war to be over. They want the land. So they'll say, we know the United States is the biggest player in all of this. Let's do a deal with them. We want the land, but we'll give you something in return of ending the war. Yeah, Bitcoin's not going under 30K. You're just trolling again, man. You're just trolling again. That's a beautiful comment. I appreciate that. You only take private flights, dude. I don't know about flying. It's just like you're all. There's something weird about flying. I mean, I used to go and fly a decent amount too, but like you're trapped in a plane with like 130 other people. Domino's or Pizza Hut. I don't really like either of them, honestly. I like Antonio's. What did Biden gain by not speaking to Putin? It's just it's the liberal viewpoint of not legitimizing Putin and Russia because they viewed them as invaders and disavowing that, and so that's just the liberal talking point where they try and they're like, no, you should never appease a dictator. That's basically what it is. When was it last under 30K? 10 years ago? No, it was under 30K. I mean, it was under 4K back in 2020. Why is Bitcoin going down? This is just a market reaction to. I mean, the alts got destroyed, so it's not surprising Bitcoin's going down a little bit. But Bitcoin has another run in it. There's no doubt about it. What does Ukraine get from ending the war? Well, they would get a deal to where Russia would have to have an economic relationship with the United States, and Russia would have to. There's a deal to where Russia doesn't reinvade Ukraine, and Ukraine would get a few other assurances, probably some type of buffer. But I mean, that would be on the Ukraine side, of course, if there was a buffer zone area. But I mean, they would get some things as well. But it's just it's give and take. Groypers defending Hassan are left-wing pro-Palestinian people that call for Nick Fuentes to be censored and one of them to be doxxed. Well, I'm sure they're defending them because it's just both the Groypers and Hassan hate Israel, so that's probably where that comes from. But yeah, I mean, defending Hamas is like it's such an unwinnable thing. It's like wait, the Palestinians decided to elect a terrorist organization. Yeah, that's just great. No, they elected them. Yeah. Dogecoin bounce back. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take some time. I think it will. What is it at, like 28 cents right now? Is the Pope still alive? Last I saw, yeah, he was. He's still in, I think, hospital care. You wonder what's going on with Greenland. Really hope we pull out of NATO soon, as you want to focus on the Pacific. Yeah, but honestly, the Pacific, I like that comment, but the Pacific is a mess in and of itself. I mean, how do you defend Taiwan against that massive superpower? They're like surrounded. It's very hard. But yeah, the Pacific is what needs to be the main focus once we end this, because I mean, it's very clear that China has made their intentions known. They want other countries to refer to Taiwan as part of China's territory. I think that's going to be a mess dealing with that for Trump. I would want no part of that. It's just like a no-win situation. I mean, I guess you try and defend Taiwan, but Trump wants something from Taiwan. He said that. But I mean, nobody's talking about that right now, obviously. And then nobody's talking about Greenland. It's just, we'll see what happens. It's European posturing. That's what it's going to be. It's all these European countries coming together saying, no, you can't do this. The United States is big bad. You're turning into an empire. And so, it's going to be the easy way or the hard way, I think, with Greenland. Because these countries are really going to push Trump. Like, it's not going to happen to where, like, they know that it would be a bad look for Trump to escalate it in terms of military and, like, with Greenland. So they're really going to push back with all the bullshit talking points. Any thoughts on ski? There was I think there was a cat version of this coin on base that I was more interested. Yeah, I'm more interested in this actually, dude. This is at 500K. I mean, I don't own any of this, but obviously the chart does not look great. This was like a good buying window, not financial advice. Like relatively new, December. What did it come out? November. 47K, half a mil right now. But I know the one you're talking about. The one you're talking about is the dog. $300 mil. I'd be buying the other one, honestly. I mean, an entry at 63 mil, you need to go to like 4 or 5 bill to get a great return. Or I guess you don't need a 4 or 5 bill, but like 3 billion. People can have third terms. You can technically be involved in a third term, yeah. It's implausible Jeffrey Epstein was a Mossad agent, really? You know what Bongino said about that? It was a Tim Pool clip. Bongino basically admitted that, yeah, he worked with Israel. Epstein did. Yeah, I remember that. You remember when Kanye went on that Tim Pool the podcast and then walked out after like 30 seconds? He's like, "Now you disrespected me." I don't even know why he walked out, but did you increase ad frequency? No, I didn't. My ad frequency is unbalanced. For streams, the ad frequency is unbalanced, which is the middle one. There's low, there's balanced, and there's aggressive. No taxes trending because of the House spending bill. Oh, wow. Looks like they're going to try and impeach Trump the liberals are for the 90th time. Oh, no, this is the judges. This is on the judges, yeah. Wow, so these are these are people that, because we voted for Trump, and so this individual gets to control whether Trump and his administration are able to move forward. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Never forget the Yay podcast tour. Well, the Alex Jones was the best one. The Alex Jones one. The Netanyahu, the literal net, and then the Yahoo chocolate milk. What is the peace deal? Mainstream media only reporting Ukraine. Well, the peace deal is an agreement between the United States, Russia, Ukraine, where the United States, because I mean they've already agreed to it. It's got the ball has been rolling. The United States agrees to a mineral deal with Ukraine. Zelensky meets with Putin. The United States is in talks to an agreement with an economic relationship with Russia, and the United States ends the war with the mineral deal. And there's new borders, and it's really the United States and Russia working together, and the United States gets minerals from the eastern side of Ukraine. But this is something that's going to be happening in the next few months. Turn up the ads. Well, anyone who's seeing them is a boomer. Yeah, I have YouTube Red myself. What pays better, streams or videos? The number one most revenue earning thing I did in 2024 was the election stream. But normally it's videos. I mean, obviously, like, the streams, you get the donations in the streams. But it depends on the video. I mean, some videos I do, they get a lot of views. Other videos, they don't get much. But if I do, like, 9/11 videos, I'm pretty confidently the 9/11 videos will get more money than a stream. On average, unless the stream is like involving a huge event. LeBron or MJ? I mean, I think Jordan's better, honestly. Jordan is a bit better than LeBron. Let's be honest. What does that mean? Congressperson is writing a bill to impeach the judges. Yeah, if you saw like all three of the judges, it's like so obvious. You gotta be kidding me. The election stream was legendary. Yeah, that was a good stream. That was like I knew that Trump was gonna win too. I knew that Trump was gonna win. Your second Idaho video didn't do much. Yeah, you saw that. This is the algorithm I got to deal with, man. You got to be kidding me, dude. I might have tried my luck too much with Idaho. It's such a niche thing. It's like, but you'd think, I mean, if you do a video, on a topic, it gets 200K views. You think you do another one, it's gonna get at least 50K. Yeah, I learned. You learned the hard way. Well, I mean, I should know by now. What if I uploaded like fucking 5,000 videos? I mean, on this channel less than that, but I don't know. With my old channel, with everything, videos I deleted, probably more. The finishing blows. Yeah, that was good, man. Boom. Is the Bolsonaro arrest legit or lawfare? No, it's total lawfare. Thoughts on Chick-fil-A employees and how they always say my pleasure? No, it's good etiquette. It's good to see a fast food place have good etiquette. What's your old channel? Well, my old channel doesn't exist. It was my old channel I deleted in 2020. It only had 4,000 subscribers. It was mainly a crypto channel anyways. There's only one dude in chat that knows my old channel. And I don't even think he's in the chat anymore nowadays. Funny because the Idaho video you found was interesting. Yeah, no, it's an interesting topic with Idaho. I mean, we'll see. It's just talking about changing state borders, and it's a unique phenomenon where there's a lot of Republican areas with a lot of land and little population that are controlled by areas that have a lot of population and a little land. And again, it's a Republican phenomenon thing. I mean, there are Democrat cities that are in Republican states like Houston, but your views will go up during election season. Well, yeah, I mean I mean that's kind of how it works with. I mean, at this point, a channel like mine, it's I don't know, it's like you're tethered to it to a degree. I mean, I still report on the news and stuff, so thoughts on Bitcoin? I mean, I think Bitcoin will go to like 200K. Honestly, that'd be my guess this cycle, 200K. And McDonald's, they don't even look at you. McDonald's, you got to be careful with the food and how it's handled. Honestly, yeah, I've been to McDonald's a few times. Some of these people, I haven't gone to McDonald's in years though. You gotta wonder with this. How is? Did you wash your hands? Yeah, this is what they're trying to do against the Trump administration. This is a threat to democracy. We're trying to pass. Trump's trying to get things done. We voted for a Republican Senate. We voted for a Republican House. We voted for a Republican president. We didn't vote for this fucker. Oh, it's part of the checks and balances. Nope. Go ahead and get impeached. New KU Stadium is 85% complete. Updated photos. You want me to do a video on that? I don't know if it's worth it. Maybe they've got an updated photo here for you. I really do like the look of this, man. I think this is a really good looking stadium with the way that the seating is done for college. It's a clean ass stadium. They did a nice job with this, man. Yeah. They they're going to be finished. The one thing I think with this stadium is they might do another renovation to this end zone because this end zone still looks a little like it's going to be built up a little bit. But I think that if the Kansas gets even better, they might do another renovation to the one end zone. It's like a 60,000 seater, I think, is what they're going with. Elon Musk, do you trust him? I mean, it's really impossible to trust a billionaire. I mean, I think Musk has skin in the game, though, on the United States being successful. Best looking NBA stadium. I don't know. I mean, Pfizer Forum, maybe. Milwaukee, I think. Will the Diamondbacks leave Arizona if they don't get a new stadium? I don't know. That's kind of an early. They really do need to get a renovation or something to Chase Field, but they've been really struggling to do that. I think it's going to happen though, from what I saw, but it's still kind of in a process. What the hell is this? Are you talking about the video with the cats and the dogs? It's Trump with like cats and dogs in a pool. I got the Pfizer cast. Yeah, I just got it to endorse their stadium. I got a little big pharma money for my meme coin addiction. Thoughts on Truist Park? It's a good stadium. Yeah, it's kind of boring, but it's solid. You see the new design concept for the Redskins Stadium? Yeah, the timber roof you're talking about. Yeah, no, I did a video on it. It got like 140K views. It got a lot of views. Yeah, it looks sweet, man. It's gonna be called it's gonna be called like the National Stadium, I think, if they do it. Take my Bobby. Come on, Donnie Bobby, take my meds. I mean, it's just a. You think the first Idaho video had a better title? Well, yeah, I had to change the title to something else. I mean, you can't keep it like that. I thought of a great title. I couldn't, I had to change it the second time. The time you streamed Trump versus the World as a title, you got a lot of views. Yeah, I should just title every stream that. No, I don't really know what the title streams was. That when the Epstein list comes out, I'm just gonna put Epstein list released in all caps, and then do a stream. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be an all timer. And then we get the crypto going. Candace Owens is pregnant. Yeah, I think her second child, I think. Right. Rays are being sold to a Tampa ownership group who wants to build a new stadium in Ybor City or somewhere in Tampa. Well, that makes a lot more sense than their current plan, that's for sure, if it happens. Do you think Bitcoin will reach 250K by 2026? Yeah, I think 250K will be about the top. 250K will be the top, but it'll probably happen before 2026. It'll probably happen in like 5 months. No, like 7 months. Do a travel to Eastern Oregon. I don't know about that. I don't want to pay for that. Finally caught one of your early streams. These really aren't early streams for me. I mean, I used to stream at like 9 o'clock, sometimes 10 o'clock, but I bumped it up to about 7:30 or 8. I started this stream at 8. Thoughts on the ball strike review in MLB? Yeah, I mean, I understand. It makes sense. It does. It's kind of like tennis, and it still keeps the human element of the umpire. I mean, going to robots is tough if they do it because it's hard because players are different heights. So it's like you have to have a different. Yeah, how can you have the same exact box for players? And I guess they would program that in. Epstein files coming. Should I tweet it again? Yeah, dude. People are like, all right, dude, you need to stop. People are like, you're just. People got mad the second time I tweeted it. Should I just tweet out tonight? Epstein files coming tomorrow. People be like, all right, I'm just unfollowing this kid. They just be like, I'm done with this. Is Nashville still your top pick for MLB expansion? Yeah, it would still be Nashville. I mean, I haven't really looked into it much in the past like 4 or 5 months, but I think Nashville would still be the obvious pick. Thoughts on pro-white X debating? If you have to be 100% white to be white, or if there's a minimal percentage to be white, like 80 to 90%. What, you mean people that are mixed? I mean, to me, I think it mainly depends. If you look white, I mean, that's, I mean, what do you mean 100%? Do you have to fucking show your ancestry history? I mean, what are we even doing here? Yeah, I don't really have a big opinion on somebody being like 85% white. I'm not going to take your opinion seriously. Come on. I think that's people that are just trying to gatekeep. Epstein released from jail. That's what I should title it. You need a more clickbait title for what? For my live stream? 57% in favor of Kamala as 2026 California governor. Of course, those people are bots. You want to know something funny? That reminds me of the mayor situation in Chicago. I still remember Lori Lightfoot and how horrible she was. You look at Lori Lightfoot, she is, I don't know how the hell she got elected, but this is what happens with these liberal people, especially when it's localized. So they're in these inner cities. It's so dumb. The Lori Lightfoot, they like had to remove her, and everyone was like, finally, this woman is terrible. And then on Twitter, they're just like, yeah, but the dude coming in, they somehow elected somebody that's worse on like every issue that Chicago was dealing with. And that's Brandon Johnson. And now he has an approval rating of 7%. I'm not kidding. He has a 7% approval rating. And they're going to elect another liberal. Maybe this one won't be as bad. It's the Bermuda Triangle of liberals. Newsom, Kamala, just constantly. They just keep electing these liberal people. They get like horrible approval ratings. Chicago mayor situation is the worst, I think, that I've seen. Where they've had horrible, just terrible. How do you have a 7% approval rating? Is America America without the people who built it? Well, no, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Thoughts on Trump token with Ukraine war ending pump? Yeah, I don't think it's really going to be affected by that, man. It's the problem with the Trump coin is there's going to be a token unlock. That's going to be coming up now. So he released that. Well, no, it's going to come up in 2 months. Yeah, that token unlock will be in 2 months. So maybe it might pump a little bit. I don't know, but I don't think it's really going to be affected by like actual news. More times than not, that coin will just be affected by the rest of the market. If the rest of the market pumps, it'll probably pump a bit. But it's already way too high in market cap to make any legitimate return. Like to make a 20x, it's not going to happen. Will Zelensky give up territory? He really doesn't have a choice. It's up to the United States and the NATO apparatus in general. Chuck Schumer's approval rating, it's like -30. I mean, McConnell's is like -70. How did crypto do today after crash? It's consolidating. It's really not recovering yet. Remember when Livers were saying Clarence Thomas was going to overturn interracial marriage? Well, yeah, that's how crazy it gets with these people. They start saying just. Remember, they said women are going to lose all their rights like the night that Trump won. If Trump can get this peace deal to go through, how do you think his approval rating will be? 60%. Yeah, his approval rating is going to be really high, especially if he gets minerals out of this, which they're going to. I mean, it's already been agreed upon. But that's just the Ukraine minerals. There might even be more minerals coming to the United States from, technically, Russia's new land. His approval rating is probably going to be like 62% if I had to guess, because there'll still be liberals that are angry. I mean, they're just not going to approve of him no matter what. But this is a crazy deal where people need to put this into perspective on what Trump's doing. He's ending this war. He's kind of effectively ending the rift with the East, especially with the Russia-China situation, to where those countries were getting closer because of NATO and the encroachment. Trump's ending all of that. So you have to put this in perspective. This is a huge deal. And the American people are going to see this, and they're going to be like, yeah, Trump has done like 5 things that liberals never would have done. The biggest thing is ending the war, having a cordial relationship with Russia. Americans know Trump's not a Russian asset. They didn't believe it in 2019. So that's why these people are going to start, a lot of independents are going to say, yeah, we're going to have to approve of what Trump's doing because we have to admit it's impressive. I mean, when you end something like this and you get your money back for the war that liberals said liberals said it's necessary we send all this money and we're not going to get anything in return. Well, Trump just got everything back and probably more. Trump NFTs, good idea to buy some. I don't know, man. Are his NFTs down? I don't really buy NFTs. I only have like a few cat NFTs. So I don't really buy NFTs, just some cats. Trump wants to pay back for what we paid them. Right, he wants the return. I mean, it's a loan, not a grant, so there is a return that's needed. Rest in peace, DJT47. What a joke. And that was honestly because of Trump. It's because of Trump. Same thing with DMAGA. Same thing with MAGA. With MAGA in general, the coin. The main Ethereum coin. We need to get a pro-peace government elected and throw out radical EU globalists. Then try to get Russia back into the Western sphere. Well, Trump's trying to do that right now. That's why there's an economic partnership with Russia. This is really going to be safe for... This is really going to be good for everyone. And they're going to try and spin it, but it's not going to work. When you're able to make peace like this and you get Russia involved and now they're in the fold and they're not alienated, it makes it better for everyone. Thoughts on the Eagles going to the White House? Can you play the video? Yeah, I mean, I saw the video of Trump talking about the Eagles. Trump just said that the Eagles are going to be invited. And how about that? You know what? Something interesting. We'll just take a look at what I was said about this because look at this. The #1 most upvoted post all time on the NFL subreddit. This is true, by the way. The NFL subreddit, I don't know how long it's been around, a decade, 2 decades, whatever. This is the new #1 most upvoted post all time on their subreddit. It's the report saying the Eagles declined the White House visit. As you can see here, I went to all time. You can see that's what it says, all check mark. All time top rated post. Eagles reject White House visit. It's completely fake. It's completely fake news. The #1 most upvoted thing on the NFL subreddit is not a real story. This is a good microcosm of Reddit. Why is 13%? Well, that's actually the number is 14 to 60 now. You know that. That number is 1460, not 1350. Trump talking about the Eagles. Yeah. Well, they said that this thing went to the all Reddit or something, and that's why. Women signing petitions to free violent criminals right after posting about how scary it is to walk alone at night. Sometimes I'll do a boomer post, just post like a meme. Reddit banned you for saying facts about there's always liberal moderators. I mean, how are there how are you an NFL fan and you're like this fucking left activist, liberal activist? How does that even align? I don't even understand that. It's just odd to me. I'm sorry. How are you a sports fan in general and like a liberal fucking? But these the subreddits are just infested with liberals, especially the mods. They're all liberal. $760. Yeah, truth. The men, yeah. Luka Doncic, 29.5 points, 7.5 assists. Would you go? You went under 29.5 points? I don't know. I mean, Luka had a good game last few nights ago. What is your favorite follower? I don't know, man. I don't even follow many people because of how Twitter does it or X does it now. There's not even people that you follow because it's just your For You page. It's not even, it's just the algorithm. It's the same thing with like your subscription page on YouTube. I don't even look at the subscription page. You just go to the recommended. Yeah, I saw the footage saying the driver shot him. I don't, I don't think so, man. I did see that footage though, the JFK stuff. It's on X all over. A few weeks ago, it went viral on X. Greenland nor Canada is going to be the 51st state. Yeah, I mean, I agree with. Well, Greenland can't be a state. It doesn't have the population. It's going to be a U.S. territory though. But Canada, I agree, it's not going to join the U.S. Luka is playing Dallas. Yeah, ESPN probably requested that game. They probably were like, you need to give us that game. Yeah, Chuck Norris, go take that for a spin in the AI. Go ask Grok 3 some questions about that. See what it says. Go ask ChatGPT questions. NFL knows 90% of their fans are conservative. I don't even know if they are 90% conservative. I mean, I think they're like 80, but yet they do all the woke shit. Yeah, I know. Like, how does that even align? How does that even make sense? But are they seriously 90% conservative? I feel like that's a lot. Annex Canada. All we want is Alberta. We don't really want Canada, man. It's just not worth it. I'd be interested in their northern territories, though, for security purposes. Just kidding. We want their resources. We want to just take their resources. No, I mean, it is security with the Northwest Passage. Annexing Mexico is a terrible idea. Well, Mexico, I don't even think you would annex them and they'd be a puppet state, but yeah, it's a bad idea because the amount of investment that would be needed from the U.S. to fix Mexico is just not worth it. We already have so much debt, anyways. What is Canada tax rate? Canada has way worse taxes than we. They have like a 40% tax rate on pretty much on anyone that. It's like you make 100K, bro, you're getting like 40% taxed in Canada. You make 100K. Do you think we will get to Mars by 2028? It's not possible. It's based off of the orbits. It's not gonna happen. I mean, unless there's some new way they get up there. I'll have to look into that. I don't know. That's why I don't know why they keep saying about 2028. Maybe there is a way. What are they talking about? Just sending a probe there, or an actual manned mission? Are you gonna stream after the State of the Union speech? I'll probably stream the speech as long as I'm allowed to, which I think you'll be allowed to. I'll just stream the speech and probably talk about it after, if that's what happens. Jon Stewart wants to have Musk on his show. I bet he does. Musk is great for views. He probably wants to try and embarrass Musk in a conversation. Give Mars an electoral vote. Yeah, I mean it's very important. We just claim the entire planet of Mars, and it gets a single electoral vote, and it votes for Trump because the Republicans with Musk. I mean, Musk is Republican now. We claimed it. How long do you think Trump has to get the prices down until the average voter turns on him. Like about, well, the midterms, obviously. So the midterms are going to be in part a reflection of how Trump is doing. So he still has time for sure, but the midterms would be kind of the first real grade of Trump. Obviously, you've got these very, short-sighted approval polls. But I mean, when it comes to the prices and things like that, those are all of that's going to be fixed within 8 to 12 months. These things take time. It takes time to fix this stuff. It doesn't happen overnight. Liberals knew that. They're just trying to use this play dumb. That's why they keep saying, oh, you dumb Trump people regret voting for him. They know nobody does. It's just their gaslighting. Have you seen the odds on gold missing? Did they go crazy high or something? Yeah, they're going up a little bit. And we'll say 20% chance. He promised repeatedly prices would start going down on day one. Yeah, that's it's a expression to signal that you're committed to he is committed to bring the prices down. But it's more of an expression you say as a campaign slogan. It takes time to do these things. It's like Trump said, "Oh, I'm going to end the war on day one." We knew he wasn't really talking about that, but I mean, this is what it is. This is even better than we thought with this Russia-Ukraine situation with these minerals the U.S. is getting. Egg prices won't be down for a long time. Yeah, I mean, eventually they're at an all-time high right now. They're going to have to come down at some point. It's hard to fix 4 years in 1 month. Absolutely. The U.S. overthrows and takes out the government. Are you talking about in Mexico and sets up a puppet state? Or the U.S. funds a coup because one way or another, this Mexican government aids to the cartels, right? Well, there's going to have to be some type of, dissolve in the relationship between the Mexican government and the cartels. It's just due to the amount of corruption that Mexico has. But you really wouldn't want an invasion or anything like that. I like what Trump wants to do in terms of the targeted strikes against the cartels. I don't know if that'll completely eliminate the corruption there involving the cartels, but he's answered more questions in 30 days than Biden did in 4 years. Unironically, that's correct. Absolutely. Caitlin Collins or Krista Ball. I don't know. I haven't watched Breaking Points since like before the election. Caitlin Collins, I know she's like a press reporter now, White House press reporter. I always see her in the front row of the briefing room. They made her like the star. CNN did. Yeah, no, the Virginia governor race is going to be hard without Youngkin. Very hard. Virginia is such bullshit. It's all transplants in Northern Virginia. They're all DC workers. They're all liberal. It's going to be tough. Mexico is virtue signaling about the Gulf of America, but just gave the U.S. authority to do special raids into Mexico. Well, the U.S. gained authority to do that when Trump was declared the cartels as terrorist organizations. I think that was the main thing that now enables Trump to act against them. And also, there were the cartels that shot at U.S. Border Patrol agents. So that's an enabler as well if Trump wanted to do something. I mean, there's nothing trending, man. I went to what's trending. It's the bill they passed. I mean, it's like the problem with this is like there's just barely part of the bill, Medicaid. proposes cuts ranging from $880 billion to $2.3 trillion over 10 years. Vivek, yeah, Vivek announced yesterday. Bull run just getting started. Are we cooked? Yeah, I think it has to be just getting started. Honestly, man, it doesn't make any sense. And I know it's like, well, it's different this time, but come on, we got to have an actual bull run. This is you joking me with this? Come on. GTA token will retire us. The JFK coin is pumping a bit. And this coin was at 2 million. Bullish. Very bullish. Very bullish. The JFK files, guys, not financial advice. If I think about it, Epstein files, JFK files, they get released around the same time. There's a huge narrative. We get these coins. All we need is 10 million. That's like a 40x. No, it's not a 40x. It's like a 25x. It's a 25x right there. Vivek needs to launch an Ohio coin. Imagine. That would not help the allegations. For Vivek. Why do I live in California? Because I love paying taxes. I don't live in California, man. That's a good performance. R plus 7. Trump won it by 0.5. He'd rug pull. Yeah, here's the Alec Baldwin thing. Alec Baldwin gets angry.
So you know that, don't you?
Okay. All right, Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, I'd snap your fucking neck in half and break your fucking neck right. So you know that, don't you?
I'll snap your leg in half. Do you think Asmongold is based? I don't really watch much of him, honestly. I mean, he gets, all I know is he gets like a fuck ton of views on YouTube. He doesn't stream on YouTube, though. California, I went to California, San Francisco on vacation once. I'll snap your fucking leg in half. Dude, you could tell like the way he said that. There was some serious anger. There was some serious rage from the dude trolling him. The Trump impersonator trolling him. When will the rug pulls end? I mean, they're never going to end. It's just the reality of crypto. Do you think they will ever open 401ks to crypto investments? Maybe like, I mean, it's already, I mean, the ETFs are kind of normalizing, but it's only Bitcoin. It's nothing. There's too much volatility with the altcoins. Actually, you know what? Ethereum is very safe in a bad way. It hasn't moved in like a year. You think Benny Johnson, he's a good content creator. He just goes way over the top and acts like a child. I like his stuff, but he's just too over the top. Really? He acts like a child? Yeah, I mean, I remember watching a stream with Benny Johnson, and he was really sucking Trump's cock during a live stream. It was interesting. Trump's gold card thoughts. I can see why it would be. It's look, it's for the 0.001%. It costs $5 million, but it is problematic in the sense where if somebody comes in, it's going to be a wealthy person that probably has a certain power, giving immigrants power. It's like I understand technically it's good, but it's like we don't really want that, man. Steve Bannon, yeah, Steve Bannon ain't coming anywhere close to being the president, man. Not anywhere close. Republicans would get slaughtered if Steve Bannon was the candidate. No, it's probably going to be. Listen, it's a cookie cutter. Vance Tulsi, Vance Gabbard, or I said that. Vance Rubio, Vance DeSantis. Maybe not DeSantis now because apparently DeSantis is going against MAGA again because his wife is running against Byron Donalds. Is there a 9/11 files meme coin on Solana? I don't know. Somebody look up. Make sure that if there is one, you need to tell me. I don't think there is, but I haven't really looked recently. But I don't think there is because it's not. The 9/11 stuff really isn't talked about much. Yeah, see these are nothings. There's no market cap to any of these. I don't think there is one, man. I'd take a look at it if there was. Have you seen the Jewish kid who said he hates the phone? Yeah, I saw that, man. 401ks in crypto would be what? There's a meme coin. It's called 42069K. I'm looking at buying it, but it's really low right now. It's called the retirement token. DeSantis' wife running is weird as fuck. Really? I mean, it was always speculated that she was gonna run. I mean, yeah, I guess it's weird, like the family thing, going from husband to wife. Drop some little known 9/11 info. Some interesting 9/11 info is the bottom floors of the Twin Towers flooded during the event before the towers collapsed because the sprinkler system was all fucked up in the piping, and there was water leaking everywhere out through the elevator shafts onto the bottom floors. The entire building was fucked. I mean, have you seen the photos of the subway after the buildings collapsed? It's pretty crazy. I did a video on that, maybe 2 videos talking about the subway system, the subway and the mall, the underground mall. VP is boring though, so you doubt Trump would do it. Would like run as for VP? Well, it would be like him running as VP and then they install him as president right away. Vance Trump 2028. What, Don Jr. or the real deal? Because Trump, I think, can technically run as VP. Do you think there's a realistic time frame on the JFK files to be released? I need answers. Yeah, I mean, I can't listen. The JFK files, I don't know if you're in the coin or you just want to know, but there's there's a hearing that's happening in March, so that would lead us to believe it's probably going to be a little while. Like if there's a hearing in March, so they're probably not going to release them before then. There's a 70. I mean, there's a high. Listen, there's a 73% chance there in 100 days, which is April 29th, I guess. But I thought it would be April 20th. Oh no, it's that's 90 days, then plus 10 more. Yeah, that's what I would say on that, man. Marco would speak Spanish to pander to foreigners. I think he did that during the 2016 campaign. Alabama governor did it once in the 60s so she could be a puppet for him. Effective governor again. Casey will most likely be a. Well, I think everyone kind of. The point is, DeSantis is really loved by Florida. And so, I mean, the wife is just basically the same as it's an extension of Ron, basically. That's what it would be voting for. So that's interesting. I mean, you're talking about DeSantis in Florida. How much pull does he have there? He did this past campaign for Trump. It was terrible. Rubio did. Remember Rubio arguing at the Republican debate in Spanish? What, back in 2016? I remember that. Yeah, I mean, I already talked about the gold card. Pretty sure it was Miami, Florida. What, the debate? What is the betting on Fort Knox? It's like 20% chance they find some they don't find the gold. Should they release the Malcolm X files? I mean, I mean, I'd like them to release everything, honestly, and any type of files they have, I'd like to see it released as much as possible. What's up with the MLK files? They released stuff already on MLK about him having orgies. That was like 2 weeks ago. They released that. Who do you have winning March Madness? It's impossible to say, man. I mean, Auburn is really good, obviously, but you got to see the draw they get. I'm always tempted to pick Houston because Houston is always a really good team, but they never win. So I feel like they're going to break through at some point. What question would you ask Trump about crypto? Well, I'm not sure his knowledge on crypto, honestly. What is his actual knowledge on crypto? I'd ask him. I'd ask him. When is your son launching a coin? What's the contract address? No, I don't want his son to launch a coin, honestly. But do you think Cash Patel will release the Diddy list as well? Yeah, I think that's probably down the line, though. It seems like they're really trying to do the JFK stuff and the although maybe not the 9/11 stuff, the JFK stuff and the Epstein list. Do you think they're stalling the Fort Knox in live stream in order to ship in gold or make fake gold props? Well, I heard they were holding the gold somewhere, um, and using it as leverage, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure they're delaying the live stream or what, because these things take time to put into place. They're not just gonna be able to do it like on a day. So I'm not sure if they're delaying it, but I mean, I guess that could be happening. It's probably unlikely though. Remember when the Dodgers fans burned down LA given after winning it and one guy blew his hand up? Yeah, I do remember that with the firework. There are whistleblowers. I know. I mean, hopefully that's not true, man. It's how can they possibly destroy documents? It's with Trump people now. I mean, that's really shady, man. Will there be another movie about 9/11? Worst for me was the movie Remember Me, where it ends as Robert Pattinson was in the tower on 9/11. It was so random and not the plot for the movie. Well, there are, to be honest, any movie, any 9/11 movie involving the Twin Towers. I mean, this is not documentaries. This is the movies. They're shitty. From what I've seen, wasn't there a movie with Nicolas Cage? It's just like really low budget. Um, but the 9/11 movies that are good, I think it's Flight 93 is a really good movie. I think it's Flight 93 is a very good movie, but it's about the Shanksville crash. What's the Keith Olbermann video? It looks like that when Keith Olbermann was crying about the vaccine.
Accomplished. And it is time to stop coddling them, the ones who won't get the damn shot already. And our first step, you and I, is symbols, the language we use. We call these people vaccine hesitant, vaccine skeptics, anti-vax. We say they're protesting mandates and passports. They're making a personal choice. They're waiting for more information. They're making a medical decision. Bullshit! They're afraid. They're afraid to get vaccinated.
Correct.
Stop feeding their egos about what they're doing. Stop legitimizing it. Vaccine hesitant, they're afraid. Vaccine skeptics, they're afraid. Anti-vax, they're afraid. They're protesting mandates and passports. They're afraid.
The little bit of spittle in his upper lip makes it
They're afraid.
extra good.
They're waiting for more information. Afraid. They're making a medical decision to be afraid. The snowflakes are afraid.
Okay, you can stop. We get
my
it.
gosh.
We get it. Isn't it wonderful?
Wow.
Unfortunately, they didn't go on long. Hopefully, there wasn't any lag there. Yeah, the chat disconnected for a second. That's all right. I think it's should be all right now. I don't know what happened in the chat there. It was lagged for a second. But yeah, Keith Olbermann, people were saying he used to be with ESPN. Apparently, there's a report that he demanded a job with MSNBC and they denied him. XRP or BTC? I think XRP probably has more potential than BTC, honestly. But XRP, you're investing. It's already done like a 6x this cycle, so it's going to be tough. Will Joe Rogan launch a meme coin? No, I don't think so. He was thinking about it, but I don't think he'll do it. I'm not going to be buying Kanye's meme coin now. Should I turn on Kanye's notifications and then just try and... I mean, if it's on... I mean, it's... You could honestly, if you turned on Kanye's notifications, it depends, but if you bought it immediately, like $1,000, you might be able to get like a 5x on it. But it's like, it's just going to rug. You got to get out of it really quickly. Do you think the Democrats will start a civil war within their party? No, they won't. They're all talk. Their party's going to get younger, though, undoubtedly. They have no leader right now within their party. I'm not going to do a video, I don't think, reacting to Keith Olbermann. What's the point? I mean... low-income African Americans might not get the Doge stimulus checks. Just bench 225. I don't know about that, man. I don't believe you. What do you weigh? You ever think about Building 7? Yeah, it definitely had a peaceful collapse, that's for sure. Thoughts on Big Bowls with the intern you're talking about? Was the orgy thing real with him? Okay, yeah, it was real. .230, 5'11". You're a tank, bro. You're a tank. Dude, I'm like 5'10", 155, bro. You're 230, 5'11". Baby, you say you're 5'11", 3/4. You just round up, man. You just round up. You can round up to 6 foot. I thought Comcast or the Californian based. God, what was the name of that arena? Fucking. What was the Warriors' old arena name? That's who's buying it. That company. But I think TikTok will be fine. I mean, they basically saved it, I guess. Oracle. Yeah, Oracle is buying it. That's right. Yeah, you say you're 5'11", 3/4. Say you're probably about 5'9", bro. You're 5'11", 3/4. Such a weird. If you're actually 5'11", 3/4, I'd be shocked. Because it's like you don't. If you actually were 5'11", 3/4, you say you're like 6'1.5", realistically. You just say you're 6 foot. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I got 2 hours. Thoughts on Tucker Carlson? I mean, I mainly like Tucker, but he does have a very annoying laugh, and I mean, some of the stuff he says, I generally like Tucker. The rumor that the James Bond is going to be a chick, I don't think that's happening anymore, man. That's well, yeah. Good night, guys. Rogan is 5'2". I think Rogan says he's 5'5" or 5'4", but he might be like 5'3". You're 6'1", you can round down. Nobody rounds down if you're a dude, though. If you're a woman, you round down, yes.